I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Chiefs going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. It's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Well, Charles did return to action in Week 4, just 1 carry for 6 yards, but just good to see him back out there after that ACL injury.
And I like what Kansas City did about bringing him back from his knee injury of last year. They gave him a limited amount of playing time against Pittsburgh. They've got an open week coming up, and then he plays again. That's 2 more weeks of healing. I think we'll see the old Jamal Charles emerge as the season finishes up.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
And there's a completion of Travis Kelce. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
A first down carry here for Charles. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
To throw on second down is Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter, you're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Third down and 3. And the back goes into motion. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
Green, 39. Green, good. Watch it now, Barney.
Wentz to throw on second down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Well, with this Chiefs D, we saw a little bit of the yin and the yang that can happen in the NFL. You know, week 3, 8 turnovers against the Jets, and then that week 4 game against Pittsburgh, no turnovers. They gave up 43 points.
There's a correlation there, isn't there? All right, because they exist and feed off of taking the ball away from the other team. And just as you mentioned, taking away 8 times against the Jets, almost like they ran through their quota in that game, and it came a cropper against Pittsburgh.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Now Wentz on third down. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Nigel Bradham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. You know, Charles, coming off the bye week, these Eagles, Coach Doug Peterson said he's trying to keep them focused. He told the media, just when you think you've arrived, that's when the downfall starts. So I think he's got the right mentality.
He has the right mentality, but we're not going to help him at all here because their first 3 wins, all by double digits.
And that's only happened twice in team history. And you know what happened both times?
What?
That team made the Super Bowl.
There's pressure.
We're not helping Coach Peterson at all.
They go play action for Matthews. Now wins. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love her.
Aguilar has it. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Caught here by Conley. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 50, it's Smith. He's got time in the pocket. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing is Smith, surveying the field. Now he steps away, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Eagles take possession. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. You know, it seems like most every week we're talking about young players, young quarterbacks that have really come on strong. But Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz, they've earned their stripes early.
Their play has really been off the charts. When you look at it, Carson Wentz, they made him the starter to begin the season. They're 3-0, and he hasn't turned the ball over yet. And Dak Prescott, they didn't expect him to be the starter at all, but he seized the opportunity. His team is 3-1, and he hasn't turned the ball over.
Yeah, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions between those 2 guys. Halfback sent in motion. On 1st down, Smith. And he's got Jamal Charles. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, it's Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a good game. Now, with whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
In motion left here, Green Beckham.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st down, Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Completes it to Aguilar. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ringo.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at this.
No. Off.
Gun.
Wentz now on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. And it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Wentz on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Wins to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On second down, here's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 4th down.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green Beckham, 35 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's up and good. After the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st and 10, Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. To the air again, Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Strong right.
And to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on third down.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
On third and long, it's Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Smith on first down. Screen pass to Charles. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right.
And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. Now, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he gets this one all the way down.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of the